I'm working on a project that I chose barrel hinges for. Barrel hinges are these little guys right here. And what I like about them is that when the door is closed, no hinges showing on the front, no hinges showing on the side. That's the good news. The bad news is a little bit tricky to install. I want to give you an overview and understanding of what these barrel hinges are all about. So first off, let's have a look at one so you know what I mean. This is a barrel hinge. They're available in different sizes and they're metric. So this is a 12 millimeter. That indicates the diameter here. When they're called out as metric, you have got to drill a metric hole. So what I mean with that is that in the back of the door for my project, I had to drill a hole for the barrel hinge to fit into. Don't try to cheat the system. If it's got to be 12 millimeter, then it has to be 12 millimeter. Otherwise, the fit won't be right between the hinge and the door. One of the things you have to be really, really careful about is making sure that the holes you drill are correctly located. Let's have a look at the door that's already in place on this one. Just looking at this, you can probably tell there's no room at all for adjustment in these. Once the holes are punched in the case and the holes are punched in the door, basically you install the hinge and it's either right or it's wrong. If you do any elongating of the hole to move the hinge, you're going to screw up the hole and the hinge won't work. So very, very meticulous on layout to make sure that everything is aligned correctly. Now when they go in, it's a pretty cool system. The way it works is that you'll have to have a very small scale screwdriver to make this happen, because there's a slotted screw right here in the hinge, and when I advance that screw, it acts as a wedge and it expands the hinge down here. That slot opens up, increases the diameter at the bottom, locking this part of the barrel into the hole that you drilled in the door or in the case. So it's a great way to get concealed hinges involved in one of your projects. Be very, very careful to choose the right diameter drill bit to go with whatever size they call for. Get the holes the right depth so the hinge can be completely buried when it's in place. And be very careful with your layout to make sure the hinge location on the door correctly aligns with the hinge location on the case. It's all going to go great for you, and you'll maybe have a barrel of fun using these barrel hinges.